the referee the There you go.
Narrate it all?
I am, yeah.
Did you ever see a start to a game like that?
Well, no, it doesn't surprise me.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because Trail doesn't have to worry about this game.
No, I mean, we had 7 skaters.
Oh. Yeah, why did you do that?
Seven.
Oh, yeah.
We took a too many men. There's 7 seniors, 7 graduating. We got nothing.
You're talking about the, yeah.
The first phase. I mean, we knew.
That's cool, that's awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We're out, even though
that's
we
good,
won.
you got the 2 short-handed goals. No, it still feels sentimental. You got those 2 goals. And,
Yeah, no,
that's cool.
That's 7 graduates. I've never seen it.
It's funny because I was focused on center, and we go up ice, and I'm like not even really paying it in. And then as it gets whistled down, I'm like, what the heck happened there?
I'm watching the refs, and they're like looking at each other.
They're probably counting.
Well, they're looking at it if we don't have a goal.
Well, because you had the puck,
and then it
right?
didn't occur to them that we had 7, and they're benched.
That's why they blew it down. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's good. Yeah, right on.
We're out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. It's
Trail, play 3
yeah.
games, win maybe 2,
Yeah.
and still be out. Hold on.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. I mean, it was like I was at the game this morning. Like I thought, well, if PG gets it, does whatever they tie or whatever, then it would change things, right? Then it becomes a game that kind of means something, right? That's the tough thing with these tournaments, right? And in that 3-2-1 format, it can kind of throw it off a little bit, right?
Well, our 8G team's playing in Golden right now. They get a 5-game minimum. Like you're spending money, you're going.
Oh, yeah. How many teams are in that one? Yeah. Yeah, I know the other ones. Like I know our U15s but it's all tier 3. Maybe it differs. Like, but like, yeah.
Good action.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Well, you know what? Now when people because no one's really said anything, and I'm like,
I mean, people saw 6, but not many people.
I don't think they noticed all 7 there. Was that all your graduating players out there?
And that's kind of a cool hockey legend. You guys are a hockey town. Like that was a fucking legendary thing to do.
Right on. No, that's cool. Yeah.
A meaningful game for graduating.
That's good. Right on. Thanks. So for those listening right now, I just had a chat with the one of the Squamish parents, and they at the beginning of the game there was kind of weird. I didn't notice it, but they had 7 skaters on the ice. All 7 were their graduating players, and that's when they took their too many men penalty and scored 2 short-handed goals against us. But they knew they were out, but they put all 7 out. And that's why the weird start. Anyways, we got Fisher, Mason, and Levi out. Raleigh and Hugh on the point. Squamish gets the puck behind their net. They play it up. They get it through to center. They take the puck wide. They go in behind our net. They loop around. Put that back to the point. Right back to their player. It comes out the line. They're going to have to regroup here. Squamish gets the puck. He chips that just over the line. Squamish puts it right back in, but they're offside, so face-off will be just outside the zone. Got Neely, Dayton, and Graydon with Ryland and Sawyer on the back end. They're going to call it intentional, so they're going to bring the face-off into Squamish territory. Intentional offside, so Neely gets draw to the wall, looks back to the point. Ryland shovels that back in, goes in behind the Squamish set. They spin that all the way around, gets just outside the blue line. Trail tags up and they head back in. Neely's on the forecheck, goes in behind the net, goes past Dayton. Squamish gets it over our blue line. We chip it right back out. Neely picks the puck up, puts it rink wide. going behind the net. Puck goes on the sidewall. Squamish comes out with it again. We get it to Graydon. Graydon tries to chip to the head. Squamish comes back in. Take a shot from a tough angle. Going to get that. Stop that. 18:24 left in the second period. Got Nathan, Johnny, and Porter coming out. Nolan and Walter on the back end. Puck to the point. Squamish has the puck on the sidewall. Somebody's got to attack. Goes back to the point. Put it on net. Rebound. Big score. Again, we're watching the game. Watching the game. Gets the puck in their zone. Levi has the puck. Gets it in Squamish territory. Gets into the corner. They play it up the boards. Goes to Walter. He's able to get a stick on that. They get it by him. He gets it back again. He gets knocked down. Try and get that through the neutral zone. Squamish picks it up just over center. They get the puck. Walter bumps his man. Hits him into the boards. Behind the net. Trail's going to get a penalty here. Trail's going to get a holding penalty, so he'll be shorthanded. Graydon and Dayton coming out. Raleigh and Hugh on the back end, try and kill the penalty off. 17:26 left in the second period. Shot. Squamish goes. Play that ball right. Goal for Squamish. Trail got the extra penalty here, so we're going to get be short again. Neely and Mason out with Ryland and Raleigh. Well, it gets the puck, he plays it up to Neely. Goes through his feet. Mason intercepts that puck, tries to move in, dumps it in behind the net. Neely goes in after it. Hugh puts it behind the net. Mason goes in after the puck. Mason has the puck. Tries to center it, he gets knocked down. Levi goes in. Tries to hit his man. Squamish comes up over center. go around that. They cut back. Get on the sidewall. Go rink wide. Gets into the corner. Usually able to get a stick on that, but gets back to the point. Get on the sidewall. They put it in behind. Squamish has the puck. They go rink wide. That gets tipped up into the netting. So get a face off inside. I think that should come outside because it was tipped off of a Squamish stick. So face off should be just. I don't know why it's inside, but all right. Dayton and Levi out. Dayton pressures his guy, gets it by his guy. He's going to head up ice. He gets stick checked last minute. Squamish comes back out. We get over center. Ringside, that's blocked by Sawyer. Dayton gets the puck. He heads up ice. Heads over the Squamish blue line. Tries to make a move in the middle. Squamish takes the puck away. They head back up ice. We get over center. We get into our zone. Goes around the side. Squamish still has the puck. 4 seconds left in the power play. We get that towards Lincoln. Lincoln steers out to the side. Fisher gets the puck. He chips that just over center. They get a high hit on Fisher. They're going to get a penalty there. Shell's going to go in the power play here. We got Walter, Nathan, Levi, Nolan, and Mason. Well, that puck just comes out the zone. Goes to Mason. Mason plays up to Levi. Levi tries to push ahead. Walter's able to get to the puck. He pushes it up ahead. Goes in the corner to get the puck. Levi gets the puck. Levi's skating around. Gets to the middle of the ice. Puts that back to Mason. Mason takes a shot. That's tipped. Squamish goalie's able to get a block on that and stop that. Draw goes to the sideboard. Squamish tries to spin that all the way around, but Dayton reads that. He's able to dump that back in, but Squamish is there again on the other side. Neely picks up the puck, plays it rink wide to Graydon. Graydon up to Mason. Mason gets in over the line. He gets checked, goes in behind the Squamish net. They fire that into their own bench, so that should actually go all the way back into Squamish territory, which it will. 3:02 left in the double minor for head contact. Got Mason, Neely, Dayton, Graydon, and Raleigh out. Dayton spins around, gets to the front of the net. That hits his stick, gets blocked. Tips it back to Graydon. Graydon misses that, so he heads back into our zone. He spins around. Chips out ahead to Neely. Neely gets stripped of the puck. Raleigh gets the puck. He goes in behind our net. He's going to head up ice. Gets over the red line, dumps that in. Raleigh gets to Mason. Mason back to Graydon. Graydon to Mason. Mason swings that over to Dayton. Dayton to Raleigh. Raleigh walks the line, puts that towards it, goes in behind the net. Dayton tries to center that. Squamish is there. They're able to dump that all the way down. They swing that up. Dayton picks it up at center. He gets over the blue line. Levi gets it knocked away from him and goes back just outside the line. Raleigh's able to stop that. He goes rink wide to Dayton. Dayton tries to make a pass, fans on that, but goes back to Raleigh. Raleigh plays it up to, it just misses Mason, sorry. Mason gets the puck. It gets swung around the boards. Lincoln stops up behind the net. He tries to play it to Dayton, hits his Squamish stick, but Dayton's able to pick that up behind our net. He comes out. They head up ice. Dayton gets over the blue line. Brown gets it behind the net. Nathan battles for the puck. They get it. It squirts out. Levi gets the puck. Goes all the way back. There's nobody there. Lincoln plays it up to past everybody. Oh, what do they call in here? Icing, I guess. Missed that. 41 seconds left in the penalty. Got Nathan, Porter, Simon, Walter, and Nolan on the point. That goes up high off Link Porter and into the Squamish bench. So we'll get a face-off in the neutral or just at the face-off dot, offside dot. Draws one back, clean, but it goes past Walter, gets it in the corner. Swings it around to Nolan. Nolan back to Walter. Walter plays that to Porter. Just out of his reach, goes back to Nolan. Nolan to Walter. Walter chips that off the wall. Simon tries to center that. Squamish comes right back out. They take a shot. That goes wide. It's on the wall. Get a stick on that. That's blocked by Walter. Nathan goes after the puck. He bumps his man. Well, he's able, tries to get the puck out. He gets it behind the net. Versus it to Nolan. Nolan up to, tries to hit Porter, but gets just over center. Get a change. Squamish gets the puck. They head up ice. Get it to our blue line. Walter hits his man. Dayton picks up the puck. Sends it over to Sawyer. Sawyer chips it off the wall. Squamish is able to dump that right back in. Dayton's behind the net. He picks up the puck. Plays it up to Neely. Neely heads up ice. Goes to Dayton. Dayton tries to send that. Squamish player gets a stick on that. He's able to get it. He's in behind the net. Graydon's putting pressure on him. And he gets it along the boards. They battle along the boards. Graydon comes out with the puck. Puts it on net. Squamish goalie makes the save. 9:44 left in the second period. 6-1 Squamish. Got Neely, Graydon, and Dayton with Sawyer and Ryland on the back end. Dayton picks up the ice, steals the puck, gets it towards net, gets knocked down. Net comes off. Fisher. You can see Fisher back. He got hit there earlier and seems to be okay, which is good. Fisher, Mason, and Levi out. Sawyer and Ryland on the point. Ryland gets the puck. Tries to chip it off the wall. Battles for it again. Levi picks it up. He gets over the blue line. Makes a move. Puts it on net. Saved by the Squamish goalie. Mason swings it around. Another save. He'll hang on. Levi twists that back in behind the Squamish net. They played up the boards. That's kept in by Levi. Good job by him. They're able to fire that through center. Goes to Raleigh. Raleigh to Hugh. Hugh tips that in the zone. Fisher's on a forecheck. They put that off the glass. That's going to be touched, so no icing. Raleigh puts that across ice. It's going to miss the target, so that's going to go for icing. No ice. They say it wasn't enough. So Levi hits his man. They send it up to center. Hugh is back. Good job by Hugh. Get back there. Plays it to Raleigh. Raleigh up the boards. Squamish has it behind our net now. He cuts back. Centers it. Takes the shot. Good stick by Raleigh, knocked that to the corner. Mason picks it up. He's just out of his reach. Squamish gets at the blue line. They dump that right back in the corner. Hugh goes in after it. They cycle up down the corner again. Raleigh's there behind the net. Comes out front. They twist, they turn, they take a shot. Good glove save by Lincoln. Johnny, Simon, and Nathan out with Nolan and Walter on the back end. 7:42 left in the second period. Simon gets a stick on that. Nathan he's able to get that out. Simon goes in after it on the forecheck. Johnny's able to pick that up. Tries to play to Nathan. Nathan gets a stick on that. It goes wide. He hammers that back in behind the net. Simon's there. Nathan goes to pick it up. Johnny goes after his man. He tries to knock him. Squamish comes up through the neutral zone. They dump that in the corner. Nathan goes after his man. They cycle that back in behind the net. Goes around, goes all the way to the point. They keep it in. Oh, they fumble it a little bit. Still able to get it in deep. Lincoln steers that behind his net. They battle. Johnny's able to swing that out. It's back just over center. That's going to be icing. Oh no, they say no icing. Walter goes in behind the net. Reverses that to Nolan. Nolan to Simon. Simon gets that just over our blue line. Gets it into the... we're going to call that icing. Come all the way back. 6:19 left in the second period. Comes up front. Good stick by Sawyer there. Knock that puck into the corner. They battle in the corner for the puck. Graydon comes out with the puck. Cross ice to Dayton. Dayton moves in, tries to go by his guy. Puck ends up in the corner. Sawyer goes after it. Dayton steps up at the blue line here. Sawyer picks it up again. Oh, just about a good stick, but Squamish is able to get that out. They get over the blue line. Neely chips that off the boards. Goes back to Ryland. Ryland puts that through center. Dayton's there. He takes the puck in, tries to go through the feet. Ends up in the corner. Goes to the point. Sawyer is able to keep that in for a second, but then Squamish is able to recover, get the puck. They move in. They stop up, curl back. They go cross ice. Mason picks it up. He heads up ice. It gets swung all the way around. Squamish gets it. They play it up to center. Get over to blue line. That's tipped just wide. Squamish goes D to D. They walk in, take a shot. That gets swung all the way around. He takes another shot. That goes wide. Gets the other point. They go D to D. Takes another shot. That goes wide. They swing that back. Raleigh's there to pick it up. He gets over the red line. Moves in, tries to go center the puck. Gets it back. Tries to center it again. Squamish is there. They take the puck back. That's swung into the corner. They center it. Squamish fans on the puck. Raleigh's there to get the puck behind the net. Nolan gets it. Raleigh picks it up. He comes out. Heads that up to Mason. Mason heads up ice. He loses the puck. He swings that back in. Nathan jumps out. Get the puck, you guys. Squamish gets the puck. It's saved by Lincoln. He's going to hang on. I think Squamish is going to get a penalty here for taking a tap at the goalie after the save. So we'll get a face-off in Squamish territory. Get the puck back to Nolan. Nolan crossover to Graydon. Graydon back to Nolan. Nolan takes a shot. That gets tipped and goes into the corner. Squamish is able to clear it. Nolan blocks that, keeps it in. Good keep by Nolan. They knock that back. Neely picks it up. Plays it over to Graydon. Graydon walks the line. Plays it over to Neely. Down to Neely. He centers that. Oh, good save by the Squamish goalie. Now they get a puck. The race for it. Lincoln comes out of his net to play it. Puts it off the wall. Gets the center. Goes to Fisher. Fisher bumps that in. That gets cleared all the way down. Lincoln stops it. Lincoln plays it up the boards. Tries to stretch that. We're too far down the ice. They center that. Levi picks it up. He heads up ice. .55 seconds left in the power play. They get it out front. Scrambly. Can't get it through. Levi picks it up. Plays it to Mason. Nathan tries to spin that around to Dayton. When they get there, they ice it all the way down. Lincoln fires that all the way up. That's going to go by everyone for icing. We'll go back and have a face-off in trail zone. 25 seconds left in the power play. Squamish has the puck at their blue line. They just turn and fire that right back in. They're not making very clean breakouts here. Mason heads up. Raleigh gets behind the net. Hopefully we can set something up here now. We don't have very much time left in this power play. He's going to be out. Mason gets over the blue line. It's even now. Their power play is over. They send that back to Levi. Levi to Mason. Squamish comes all the way down. Tries to send it. Raleigh's there. Get a stick on that, but that bounces in the wrong direction for us. We're able to get that puck out. We'll get a change here. Get proper lines back out there. Levi gets the puck on the wall. He chips that just ahead. Just can't seem to get things going here. Squamish comes right back in. Good stick by Levi to keep that out. They're offside, so they'll have to tag up. They go rink wide. Goes to Dayton. Dayton tries to chip that to the middle. Squamish is right there. They go D to D. Split in the middle. No ice. Walter goes in behind the net to get the puck. Tries to swing it around. It's stopped by a Squamish player. Dayton's there. Sawyer gets the puck. He moves up ahead. Gets it over center. Gets it into Squamish territory. Porter's in on the forecheck. They reverse that. Dayton goes in. Gets the puck. Tries to walk out front. He does. And that'll do it for the second period. Back for